All right guys, we're back here with Four Gables Farms, and this video is going to be on how to build an automatic feeder for chickens. We've had a few requests out there and people want to know, hey, how do you build your feeders? So here we have a Street 90. It's a 3-inch Street 90. One side is flared, so if you bore a hole in it and slide this thing in here, this outer OD will be a little bit larger and hold for you. So you take a 3.5-inch hole saw, pop your hole 2 fingers from the bottom, and then drop your piece in there. The same thing for this one and this one. Once I set it in there, this 90 goes almost all the way to the bottom. I just put a piece of wood inside and the time it took for the silicone to seal. So I slid it in, take some silicone, seal the outside, and hold it in place. As you can see in there, there's the 90s. There's about I'd say a 2-inch gap. All I did was set a piece of a 2x6 in there to let that Street 90 rest on it. So whenever I slid it in there, it had something to sit on. It was just basically resting on the 2x, and I silicone the outside, and it's after it dries, it's good and solid. From this point, you can just fill it up with food. Now the chickens will come in and peck and eat as they need. What I did was elevate it slightly so the chickens could have something to reach. If it's too low, sometimes for the larger chickens, it's harder for them to eat. So I just cut the bottom off of a blue barrel and made it to where it's basically the average chicken's height as it stands. So when you get your PVC 90, you're going to want to cut it off where the red line is. The shorter it is like that, it's going to make it easy for the chickens to reach in and eat. You don't want that full sweep of the 90. The lid, it's kind of janky, but it works. So if you put a sealed lid on the top of it and the sun comes up and the heavy wet air in here, you're going to get condensation and it's going to wet the inside of the food. So what I did, I just threw some old spare PVC parts together and made a 90. Basically it's a vent to where it doesn't let moisture in, but it lets moisture and hot air out and escape. Once you do this, you can do it with anything as long as it can make a 90 to where it allows moisture out but not rainwater in. That's all you need to do. So once you do that, pop her on the top and you have it watertight and it's vented to where it'll let the moisture out. I'll go ahead and dump some food in there and these guys are probably gonna eat up. Come on, chickens. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or anything else that pertains to the chickens or goats or rabbits, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks. Y'all have a good one.